TIFU by not knowing who Heisenberg is. Okay, so let's make this quick. In my chemistry class we had to do a presentation about a scientist we liked if any field, and then gave some examples like Einstein, Tesla, Marie Curie, Newton etc. But she also said, Heisenberg. I started laughing to myself thinking it was a Breaking Bad joke and said all to mine about Heisenberg. A few weeks passed and it was time for the presentation. After a few people it was my turn to give my 10 minutes presentation, and I started, famous scientist Heisenberg, also known as Walter White. You see where this going? Everybody was little bit confused, including my teacher when a kid that watched Breaking Bad said, Yuko Heisenberg was a real person, right? Quote, I could feel the cold sweat running down my neck when I realized what moron I am and quickly finished the presentation. Afterwards my teacher asked me what all that was about, and me, trying to not look like an idiot, said that there must have been two famous Heisenberg, that's why the confusion, and my teacher said she would look into it. Now I'm sitting here hoping that my teacher wouldn't search about the famous scientist Walter White. Edit. BC lots if you don't believe me saying that there is no ways I wouldn't know who Heisenberg is. An important detail I left out it that I'm American. TLD or TIFU by making a presentation about Walter White and not actual Heisenberg. No. Unless you did your homework without using the internet. I have a lot of trouble believing that you typed Heisenberg in a search engine and there was no results on the first page. Because who goes beyond the first page? And did not notice one link talking about the real Heisenberg and no discussion topic about Walter White discussing the origin of his pseudonym. Why would your chemistry teacher want a presentation on a fictional TV character? You were just uncertain about which Heisenberg. I swear the series mentioned that Heisenberg was a famous German scientist in WW2, right? To be fair, I don't know what the actual Heisenberg did either, and before Breaking Bad I didn't even know he existed. I was just like, why is he choosing Heisenberg? And a friend was like, that's a famous chemist or something, and I was like, okay, cool, and never bothered to look him up or anything. But every time I hear someone or something mentioned, I know from a movie or video game or something. In another context I just think maybe there's something with the same name in this topic, so I just don't say anything. At least you realized you were a moron. Chalk it up as an opportunity to learn. My guy, don't tell them you're American. This is why the world thinks we're morons. TBF. Heisenberg, the pen name of Walter White, is indeed one of the most famous chemists known to the Breaking Bad generation. I'm sure the image of a high school teacher and a genius chemist, forced to provide for himself and his family against the background of low pay and ever-increasing medical bills, will resonate with your teacher, who should be grateful that you understand the predicament they are also in jeopardy of finding themselves in, and steps they are forced to take to live, thrive, and survive. There's a good knock-knock joke in here somewhere. Tears of joy. You're the type of people that Heisenberg would sell to, aren't you? GIF. Lol, I thought of the villain from Resident Evil See No Evil. At least you didn't do it on Jesse Heisenberg. Heisenberg's wife is driving down the Autobahn when suddenly she sees flashing lights behind her and is pulled over by a police car. The cop says, "Lady, do you know how fast you were going?" And she replies, "No, but I can tell you my position." How is the fact that you are American an important detail? Are you expected to be ignorant or unable to Google a name? This hurts. But at least this is a genuine foo. Say my name. Did you not know, or were you just uncertain? You were confused. And we're supposed to do it on the main Heisenberg. Classify this as an uncertain Heisenberg principle. So you're saying that, in principle, you found his identity to be uncertain? Grin. Flushed, confused face. I'll show myself out, then, shall I?
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epicaricast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.